Good evening. I am Penny Salm, and I have the privilege of being principal at Hawksview Elementary. And tonight, we are excited to share with you information about our dual language program and answer any questions that you may have.
Hola, muy buenas noches. Ella es la directora Penny Salm. A ella le da la bienvenida a todos ustedes. Es un privilegio estar aquí para hablar con ustedes sobre el programa de inmersión del lenguaje dual.
Also joining us this evening are Maria Quiones, our community liaison and interpreter, Kate Gothier, Hawksview instructional coach, Jenny Larson, our district dual language coordinator, and Mary Huffman, the district ELD coordinator. Before we begin this evening, I would like to thank all of you for taking time to join us to learn more about our DLI program at Hawksview. And now I'm going to turn it over to Jenny Larson, our district DLI coordinator, to share our presentation this evening.
Les quiero presentar también aquí con nosotros a la señora Jenny Larson, que es coordinadora de DLI, a la señora Kate Gothier, que es la instructora de aprendizaje de Hawksview, también a la señora Mary Huffman, que es la coordinadora de ELD. Y antes que nada, les quiero dar las gracias a todos ustedes por estar aquí con nosotros esta noche para hablar sobre el programa de inmersión dual.
Thank you, Penny and Maria. So for tonight's event, if you have questions, we have a bit.ly that we have on each slide for you to be able to answer or to ask questions. And it's a way to sign in and for us to collect information so that we know who to give information back to or who to follow up with questions. So this bit.ly at the bottom of the screen will be on each slide. And it will take you to a Google form that you can sign in and ask any questions. And then at the end of our presentation today, Kate Gothier will ask those questions.
Vamos a grabar esta sesión. Tenemos una oportunidad de hacer preguntas. Como pueden ver en la pantalla abajo está un bit.ly donde los llevará a una forma de Google donde pueden ustedes iniciar una sesión y hacer su pregunta. Se le contestará su pregunta al final de la presentación o si no, se le mandará un mensaje después.
This presentation is being recorded and we are not able to see the comments on YouTube. So make sure you ask the questions on the bit.ly directly, please.
Como les dije, esta sesión sí está siendo grabada, así es que no vamos a poder mirar las preguntas o comentarios que se hacen en esta presentación. Así es que les pedimos por favor que usen por favor el bit.ly que está abajo de la presentación.
Sherwood's Spanish Dual Language Immersion Program, referred to commonly as DLI, is a two-way model, meaning half of the class is composed of English speakers and the other half of bilingual or Spanish speakers. You will see in the application questions, we ask questions to assess which group your child fits into. In kindergarten, 90% of the student's instruction will be in Spanish and 10% of the child's instruction will be in English in kindergarten. Each grade will add more English until half of a student's day is in English and half of the student's day is in Spanish. This is a K-12 program and the state standards are being taught.
Como pueden ver, el programa de lenguaje dual, como más referido como DLI, es un programa donde usan un modelo de dos lenguajes. La clase está compuesta de mitad de hablantes inglés y hablantes español. Ustedes pueden ver en la aplicación que se le va a hacer preguntas sobre cómo usan el lenguaje en casa. Nuestra clase de kinder es de 90% de instrucción en español y 10% de instrucción en inglés. Y cada grado que van subiendo van agregando más el lenguaje de inglés hasta tener un 50 y 50% en cada lenguaje. El programa es un programa de kinder a 12 grado y estamos siguiendo los estándares estatales del estado.
The three main goals of the Sherwood's dual language immersion program are biliteracy, high academic achievement, and cultural competency. We will get into each of these three goals in the next slides.
Las metas del programa de inmersión del lenguaje dual son 3. La primera es el bilingüismo y el bialfabetismo, el alto logro académico y también de celebrar y apreciar las culturas múltiples en el distrito. Esto se va a hablar más en las siguientes páginas.
The first goal, biliteracy, is where students learn to read, write, speak, and listen in both Spanish and English. And this allows them to have the opportunity to achieve the state seal of biliteracy in high school.
En el primero, los estudiantes en el bialfabetismo, los estudiantes pueden aprender a escribir, leer y hablar, también escuchar o auditivo en el inglés y en español. A los estudiantes que están en la preparatoria tienen la oportunidad de lograr de tener el sello del estado de bialfabetismo.
The second goal, high academic achievement, is according to brain research by Thomas and Collier, students learning in 2 languages at an early age develop more of their brain. And by the time students reach 8th grade, they actually outperform their monolingual peers.
El segundo es el alto logro académico y según las investigaciones de nuestro cerebro del señor Thomas y Collier dicen que los estudiantes que aprenden en 2 lenguajes a una edad temprana, ellos pueden desarrollar más su cerebro. Y para el tiempo del 8 grado, los estudiantes ya pueden tener más logros académicos más arriba que sus compañeros que solamente hablan un lenguaje.
Having both Spanish and English at Hawksview shows that culture is valued and part of the school as a whole. Students will be with grade level peers during lunch and recess, and the teachers plan together and they are part of the grade level team.
Tener en la escuela de Hawksview los 2 lenguajes del inglés y el español demuestra que la cultura sí es valorizada y es parte de la escuela en común. Los estudiantes pueden estar junto con sus compañeros durante la hora del almuerzo y del recreo y las maestras juntos se reúnen para planear y ser parte del equipo del nivel de grado.
Families play an important role in the DLI program. Sherwood is committing to offering this program as students move through their K-12 education. To see the most benefits of a dual language program, we ask that families also commit to having their students continue in DLI through high school. Language at home is important, and we encourage families to continue language development in their home language by talking with their student, playing games, and reading together.
Las familias es muy importante para el programa de DLI. En Sherwood, nosotros estamos comprometidos en ofrecer este programa para los estudiantes para que puedan ir en camino del kinder al 12. Y para ver los beneficios del programa del lenguaje dual, le pedimos a nuestras familias que se comprometan para ser parte de la educación de sus hijos hasta la preparatoria. El lenguaje en casa es algo que es muy importante y animamos a nuestras familias a que continúen con el desarrollo del lenguaje en casa con su lenguaje principal, hablando con sus estudiantes, haciendo juegos o leyendo juntos.
So next steps. The first step is to register for Sherwood schools. You can register online following our enrollment process website, or there are paper packets at the home buildings. If you have questions about enrollment, asking your home school is the best avenue to ask about enrollment, or wondering if that is your home school. The second step is to apply to the DLI program on our website. The deadline for applications will be May 7th, and it is not a first come, first serve application. We'll be accepting applications. If our class is full by that time, then we will then hold a lottery, and the lottery will be sometime the week of May 10th, and we will put the details for that recorded lottery on our DLI website. One thing to note is younger siblings are not guaranteed into the DLI program, but older siblings can apply for an intra-district transfer to attend Hawksview with their accepted sibling in the DLI program. Priority is given to Hawksview students, but intra-district transfers are accepted. Families will be notified if they are accepted into the program the week of May 17th. And then families will be asked, if accepted, to then return a signed letter to show their intent in participating in the program.
Los próximos pasos. En primero es de que se debe de inscribir en nuestras escuelas de Sherwood. Esta solicitud se puede encontrar en nuestra página sitio web del distrito. Se inscribe dependiendo en la escuela de origen, o sea, la escuela donde está por donde usted vive. Segundo es llenar la solicitud para el programa de DLI, lo cual también se puede encontrar en la página del sitio web de la escuela, del distrito, perdón. Ustedes tienen de fecha límite hasta el 7 de mayo para poder llenar la solicitud. No se va a basar en quién entrega la aplicación primero, sino que van a hacer un sorteo para saber quién es el que puede entrar a la clase o el programa. Y esa lotería se va a llevar a cabo en la semana del 10 de mayo. Los estudiantes que entran al programa y que tienen hermanos mayores tienen la oportunidad, de llenar una forma que es una transferencia entre distritos para poder asistir a la escuela de Hawksview, donde está asistiendo su hermano menor. Como le digo, esas aplicaciones se van a cerrar el 7 de mayo y se le va a hacer un sorteo para las personas que quieran entrar al programa. Se le va a notificar en la semana del 17 de mayo, en un día de esa semana, para ver si es elegible para el programa. Y ya que ustedes hayan sido notificados, si ustedes aceptan, se tiene que mandar una carta de regreso firmada diciendo que aceptan a estar en el programa de DLI.
Students who apply that do not get into the program will be placed on a wait list and will be communicated their place on the wait list.
Los estudiantes que no fueron elegibles o seleccionados, para el programa de DLI, se nos va a poner en una lista de espera y se le notificará en caso de que haya un espacio available.
So now that we've given you all that information, it's time for you to ask us questions. Kate, do we have any questions coming in yet?
We do. And Jenny, the first question is going to be for you. The question is, what will this program look like in the upper grades? Will it be just electives, or will it be more classwork all the way up through the grades?
That is a great question. And we are constantly learning from districts around us that have their dual language immersion programs currently in the middle school and high school. And so we are going to learn and study what will work best for our students. But we do see this as a cohort of students moving together.
And Penny, the next question is going to be for you. How likely are there to be openings for native English speaking students that are in the boundaries of a different elementary school?
Last year, our class filled up rather quickly, and there were no spots for English only speaking students outside of the Hawksview boundary. We always want to keep that option open because you never know if spots will open up.
Currently, those are the only questions that we have in our Google form at the moment.
We'll give it a few more minutes to see if there's some questions coming through. We do intend to have a parent night once the class is selected and give some more detailed information about what kindergarten class will look like. Most likely that will be virtual, but if we can get to in person as we get closer to the school year, that's an option as well.
Okay, Penny, I have another question that came in. How many spots are available for kindergarten students in Hawksview boundary that are non-native speakers?
We have capped the class at 26. So we are looking for 13 for each cohort, the native English speakers and native Spanish speakers.
And then Jenny, can you give us a little bit more clarification, or Penny, on is this a first come, first serve basis, or is this a lottery system?
I can take that, Kate. Thank you. So this is not a first come, first serve. It is a lottery system. So on May 7th, we will close the applications and see all the people that applied. And then if we have more than 13 native English speakers, then we will hold a lottery for that half of the class. And if we have more than 13 native Spanish bilingual speakers, we will hold a lottery for that half of the class. If one half of the class is not full, we will keep the applications open until we reach 13 on both sides.
And Penny, has the district determined if there's going to be a DLI program in our preschool and our 4-year-old preschool to take place?
Right now, we are not going to do the preschool as part of our DLI. That would be down the road a little bit further. We have started in kinder, and we will be adding a class each grade after that.
And Penny, just a little bit more clarification on if people heard correctly that DLI student siblings will be allowed to attend Hawksview.
Yes, that is correct. So if there is a kindergarten student from another building in another elementary in Sherwood, and they have a sibling in one of the upper grades, that sibling can apply for an inter-district transfer, and yes, we will approve that.
And Jenny, this question is for you. People have seen that in some places, current kindergartners are eligible, but they don't see it everywhere. And so if they're eligible for the DLI program, how is that enrollment process different than just enrolling for regular kindergarten?
If I'm understanding correctly, the first step would be to enroll in our Sherwood schools. And then after they are enrolled into our schools, they would apply to the DLI program. And then if they get in, then we will move their enrollment to the DLI program. Penny, does that sound right?
That is correct. They should enroll with their home school and then apply to the DLI program. And then we will, when they're accepted into the program, then they will transfer into the Hawksview school.
And Kate, I just wanted to add, if you have any questions about enrollment, please contact the Hawksview front office. Laura Hogan and Judy are available to help you get enrolled, to help enroll your child in kindergarten.
For the DLI program, Jenny, this question is for you. For the DLI program, once they've enrolled their student in the Sherwood School District, do they apply only online, or is there a paper pencil option for them to apply as well?
Great question. Right now, the application is only online on our DLI website. If that is a problem for someone to access that, then I would call Hawksview's main office and see if we can make an available time to use the computer to apply.
And then Jenny, I believe this question would be for you as well. Will there be opportunities for Spanish classes at other schools?
Great question. I know that, of course, the goal is to expand this DLI program to be offered at more than just Hawksview. And so we'll have to see what the future holds with that. We have talked about offering some enrichment type Spanish classes, whether it be summer school. And I know that Spanish is offered, I know at our high school, and I believe at our middle school as well.
I'm giving it just a minute, but it looks like we've caught up on all of our questions for the moment.
Feel free to fill on that form if you would like us to follow up with you personally on a question, or have a question that's more a private question. We would be happy to reach back out with email. So feel free to put that on the form as well.
Okay, Penny, I have another question. I believe this one would be for you. What do you consider bilingual household? How fluent do they need to be in the second language?
Last year, we did not have the opportunity to interview students. This year, if we have questions, we would like to bring the kids in and just do an interview just to see how fluent they are and what they know. We would like for it to be more native speaker, and the culture piece is so important so that the kids from both languages can help each other in the classroom.
You will see on the application, there are some questions to help clarify. For example, can your child follow simple directions in Spanish? So you'll see some of those on the application. And if you just answer those to the best of your ability, that will help us. And then we can always do some sort of follow-up if we need more information.
And Penny, we have another question about the lottery. Does the lottery preference go to students who live in the Hawksview boundary?
So yes, it does. So we will do if there are more than 13 students, English only students that applied from Hawksview, then yes, that would be just the Hawksview families. Same thing with native Spanish speaking. If there's more than 13 and they're all from Hawksview, then yes, the preference would go to Hawksview first.
And I just wanted to add to that, the students outside of Hawksview would still have a spot on the waiting list.
And Jenny, maybe you can, we have another question here. This might be for you. If you, it says, do we anticipate high school and middle school age students in this program to go to the high school and middle school for DLI?
Not quite sure I understand the question, but what we're intending is to have this cohort of kindergartners be together in first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth, fifth, and then they would move to middle school together and have some of their instruction in Spanish and some of their instruction in English. Which classes are delivered in which language, we have not figured that out yet. We have a little bit of time since we're only up to first grade right now. And then in high school, it'd be the same with the chance to earn the seal of biliteracy and work towards that. Kate, do you think I answered that?
Yes, I believe so. The next question we had come in was someone who may have come a little bit late, asking if that we had introduced teachers, which we had not introduced teachers this evening, but they had asked if this Spanish speaking instructor was a native Spanish speaker.
Well, the exciting part is yes, we have already hired our first grade dual immersion teacher, and yes, she is a native Spanish speaker.
Penny, can you speak to our kindergarten teacher as well, please?
Oh, yes, I will. That's right. We do have Miss Seifert is also a native Spanish speaker, and she will be returning, and she'll be returning to kindergarten.
We will have most likely teachers involved in the next or further meetings. I know that there might be some sort of presentation at the kinder open house. And of course, the kindergarten teachers would be part of that. All right, Kate, if we don't have any more questions, do you think it's safe to wrap it up?
There have been no other questions that have come in.
Thank you. This recording will be on our Sherwood YouTube channel. So if other people would like to watch this or you'd like to watch this again, it will be hosted on our Sherwood YouTube channel. Please visit our DLI website on our Sherwood School District page for upcoming information. And feel free to reach out to myself for questions about the DLI program, to Penny Som for questions about Hawksview, and Maria if there's any Spanish questions or questions in Spanish. And then also to Mary if there's any English language questions. Thank you very much for coming tonight. And thank you for the team for being part of this event. Bye.